Welcome back to Beasto's Drift Car Series, Episode 2. That's right, 2. It actually made it past 1. I'm kind of stoked for that. Thank you for joining me. I'm so glad that you're here. Good news.
Good news, everyone!
We got a car. Now, the monetary cost of this car was $1,500. The actual cost of this car was many hours of driving. Like 9 hours of total driving to get this car. It was assisting in repair of a derby car and minor maintenance on a car trailer, and it required pulling in some favors. So how did we get a car at this price in this economy? Well, I'm glad you asked. I sat and I searched numerous platforms to find a car that was within the originally set $1,500 budget. It turns out that Facebook Marketplace came in clutch on this one. So that leads one to ask, what is wrong with this car? So, on to the list. The previous owner states that he believes the head gasket has blown. It hasn't been confirmed. We've not done testing on it either. But he says that from his previous experience with these cars, that he believes that to be the case. It is indicated apparently by the way that it is running, and he says that when he noticed the condition, he shut the car down, parked it, and hasn't had time to repair it. So that's how we got it at this price. Some other issues that were found. The battery was completely dead when we went to go pick up the car. This could very well indicate some electrical gremlins, which we're going to have to work through. There is a notable oil leak coming from somewhere near the top end of the engine. Could be a valve-covered gasket, could be the crankcase ventilation system. It might possibly be that there's actually overflow from the power steering reservoir flinging all over other components. Somewhere there is a definite and notable oil leak that we are going to have to suss out. And lastly, the rear passenger window was busted out of the car. There is going to be a short snippet later on in the video kind of explaining how that came to be. It's not a lot of information, but it's still an interesting story all the same. So a real quick plug here. If you're enjoying the content, if you think watching me learn helps you learn, if it's entertaining, if there's anything that you would like me to know, please go ahead, like the video, comment down below, and then go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because that helps all of this come together. And now, without further ado, on to the travel montage.
The transmission's solid.
It does not want to focus. Focus! Focus lock. There we go.
Yeah, it's just having trouble staying running in the I've had Yes.
Oh yeah.
Somebody did. They popped the window out, crawled in, stole the battery out of the trunk, crawled back out, didn't steal anything else out of there.
All right. Well, hey, I guess at least, you know, it has a story. It has a past. But this is what we're looking at. This is a BMW 325 Ci coupe, manual transmission, and hopefully our new drift rig. Or, you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. So here we have it, the E46 on the trailer. Stop to check the straps. Hopefully everything. Oh no, we have a problem. The window. The window is falling down on its track. Previous owner stated that it comes off the track and likes to fall down, but it holds itself up. Apparently, it didn't decide to hold itself up. So, yeah, that's cool. But so far, everything else seems to be in good shape, and we are making progress. Very slow progress, but progress all the same. All right, first order of business. The car came with some halo lights installed, some halo rings, angel eyes if you will, but you can see how this was done. Well, yeah, it helps if I point the camera in the right place. So this is what we're dealing with. You can kind of see the gauge of wire, and it's aluminum wire at that, not even copper. And we all know that LEDs generally pull quite a bit of power, so these probably never operated all that great to begin with. I mean, I'm sure they came on, but they probably didn't operate their full potential. So they were routed up here. They went across a zip tie that was mounted here to the positive terminal up here, but it was broken right in here. Right, okay, so if it's broken and we've got a conductive wire sitting on top of a piece of aluminum, even if it is anodized, there's still a possibility of electrical transfer. So we got rid of that. That's off of there. Next up, we're going to go ahead and just this. I don't know, whatever this is. We're gonna get rid of that because, one, angel eyes. Why? This is not gonna be that kind of car, unless it is. In which case, maybe I'll regret this later. But for the time being, and the way that this electrical stuff is done, I'm just gonna rip this out of here. Wish me luck. Right, first thing we have to do here is remove this bezel, which should be pretty easy to do with a basic screwdriver. Just kind of stick it in there and pop, and that will just pop right on out of there. Yes, and pop is a technical term used only by the most elite of all mechanics. So we can see that we've got the wiring running up inside of this housing on both of these halos, which is probably, even under the best circumstances, not a good way to do that, because we've always got to have, you know, some seal around this light, right? Like you can see very clearly right up in here that seal is completely broken. So anything that's on the inside of there is going to be getting wet. It's just the way it is, and that's not what we're after. So next, we're going to go ahead and try to release some clips and pull this apart, get those eyes out. Alright, we've got this pried open far enough that we can go ahead and pull these out. They are just kind of clipped into place. So, we shall fight this demon. Damn you, demon! Maybe if we can get a hold of that. This is not the easiest thing to do with one hand. Hold on, we'll be right back. Alright, that's better, yeah. We just had to get that wire over that one spot. And we can try to get that to unclip. Again, with one hand, this is not the easiest thing in the world to do. Ooh, you know what? Screwdriver. There we go. Pop free! Pop free! It's almost free! It's almost free! There we go. Two of them disconnected. Alright, we pop everything back into place. Clip here, a clip here. We've got a clip over here. We've got several clips up along inside of here. But it's all back together, and it seems to be sealed much better, nice and sturdy. Everything's holding together, and that's just what we want. Well, I guess I forgot this little trim bezel that needs put back on. But you can see that the gasket material on that is shot. Yeah, such is the BMW way, I suppose. Alright, got everything taken apart here. This did break in the process, so that's cool. Whatever. Not that it's going to matter a whole heck of a lot. It probably isn't going to be a street vehicle, but just in case, we may end up going ahead and replacing that at some point. So, all of this monster. Oh! I missed a ground bolt. So all of this monstrosity is about to be yanked out of here. Everything's put back together. And that's just one more thing that I don't have to worry about, which is wonderful, because I didn't want to have to worry about things. You know, project car and all that. What's there to possibly worry about, right? Sorry I didn't get the process of this one. It's the same as the other side was, but like, alright, so it's 100 and fucking hell degrees right now, and my phone overheated, so my apologies. And there we have it. One atrocious rat's nest of wiring removed, and it already looks much better for it. Looks like the next thing that we may have to tackle is what appears to be a pretty severe oil leak up in here. Maybe coming from this. If it is this, well, it may not be. It may be from something being added, oil being added at the filler. I don't know. It's something to look into. But it's also all over like everything. So power steering could be overflowing. If that's the case, that's a whole other thing. Might be the cooling system that has it. We know for sure that the cooling system has an issue. That was the problem. Car overheated. Maybe blew a head gasket. Not sure. I'll have to run a compression test just to make sure. I haven't drained the oil, so I don't know. I don't know if there is any coolant in the oil system. I also don't know if there's oil in the cooling system because I haven't checked that either. But this is where we're at. 2002 BMW 325 Ci drift project. We'll make it happen.